her family did a lot of funding and advertising to help bring this place to life. So we ended up creating Kennedy's Closet for her in her honor.
Got clutter piling up? FM Junket in Carson, Iowa is your hometown cleanup crew. Fast hauling, fair prices, and now easy dumpster rentals for DIY cleanouts. Your single items to full-on messes, FM Junket gets it done. Call today and breathe a little easier. Good morning and welcome to Mills County Roots. I'm Carlene Hall. I am here with Jasmine Zeitner. Thank you for the pronunciation. And Brittney Rimel. And we are at the Lakin Foundation Child Development Center of East Mills. Thank you for having me this morning. Thank you for doing this interview and telling this story to all of Mills County, and beyond. We're reaching far beyond here, but we're reaching a strong core of people in both the Glenwood and the Malvern communities. So it's exciting. It's exciting, and it's exciting to tell these stories. And this one, I came last week and Brittney showed me around. It wasn't an official tour, but she showed me around a little bit, and I am just amazed. We are in a former nursing care center here in Malvern, and the repurpose of this building is just phenomenal. We're going to do a little tour about it. But first off, in true Mills County Roots fashion, want to get to know you a little bit. So let's start with you, Jasmine.
Yeah, so my name's Jasmine Zeitner. I have been living here in the community for about 10 years. I'm kind of a transplant from the city out here into the country. And so I actually work for Green Hills Area Education Agency, and then I've serviced multiple school districts around the area. But most recently, I'm servicing East Mills. And I get to work there and have 4 days a week. And my husband is on the school board in East Mills, and then we have 2 little kids that also attend school in East Mills.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Well, you say you've been here for 10 years. Where did you move here from?
So I moved here from Papillion.
Okay.
I lived in like the Papillion, Omaha metro area. And so I actually, when I got done with graduate school, I got a job in Shenandoah. And my husband, but boyfriend at the time, were living together. And he said, absolutely, are you not driving from Omaha to Shenandoah every day? So we Googled houses halfway between, and Malvern popped up, and here we landed.
Okay. Don't you just love it?
Yes.
Don't you love Malvern?
We absolutely love it.
Yeah, I do too. I love Malvern. Excuse me. So what does your husband do?
My husband owns a trucking company in Omaha, so he does commute back to the city every day, but you're never going to get him back to the city. He loves living out here in the country.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful that you both transitioned into it pretty easily then.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, so tell me about your position with Green Hills.
Yeah, so I am a school psychologist employed by Green Hills, and then, like I said, I service East Mills, and then I currently act as the board president for East Mills Childcare Solutions, and then which started the Lakin Foundation Child Development Center of East Mills.
Okay.
Prior to sitting as board president, I just came into that role in January. I was the educational liaison. Our past president, Megan Schnorr, I have to give her kudos and credit for getting this up and running. I was now able to slide in once the building was kind of completed, but she did a great job of really spearheading the capital campaign funding and getting us off the ground and running. So all of the board did such a wonderful job. But
so when did that process start? Whose idea was it to say, hey, why don't we turn that abandoned nursing home into a childcare center?
Yeah, so the board was kind of up and running before I kind of stepped on. They had a great core team. Megan Schnorr was a part of that core team. Kate McGann, Caitlin George, Emily Hogan, Dustin Carlson. They were kind of all the original kind of core team. They were also part of the initiative when the school was going through their bond issue and looking to combine into a PK-12 building. So they were really the ones that kind of got it started up and going, because part of that bond issue was to have a childcare center attached onto the school. Unfortunately, that wasn't able to come to fruition
Okay.
for financial reasons, but that group really felt that this area needed that. We are in a desert of childcare.
Yes.
I mean, the in-homes are closing left and right around us. So the closest center for childcare is really in Glenwood. That's the closest. Otherwise, there is no actual center.
A long time ago, when I was raising my kids, there was a childcare here. I think it was in the community building basement called Pooh Corners. Are you familiar with that?
I have heard about that.
Been
Yes.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a desert. So they
Yeah.
really spearheaded and kind of said, okay, we know there's a need. What can we do? Jay Burdick was a huge role also as part of the board in getting everything kind of off the ground and up and running. And I'm not quite sure how they landed on the nursing home. I know there was discussions between trying to build new or repurpose. A lot of grants actually you can apply for if you're going to repurpose a building. So I'm fairly confident that's how the nursing home kind of came into play. Is there's a lot of grants that we could be open to since we weren't going to build brand new.
I was just curious if the apartment project at the old Chantry Elementary had already happened before this happened.
It has.
So repurposing it to an apartment building they were already ahead over there with that
Yes.
for housing. And now out behind here, there's a huge housing development going in back here.
So I think if you know Jay Burdick, he has his ear in everything and he knows what's going on in the community. And so I think he had a vision to see forward that there would be potentially a development back here, and this would be the perfect fit for a childcare center.
It is. It's amazing. It's amazing. And it's like this symbiotic growth. It's like everything's happening at the same time and in good
Yes.
timing. And this building is absolutely beautiful. And for someone to have the foresight to see that this beautiful building, brick building, I mean,
Yes.
the bones are phenomenal. And I'm sure the inside structure was probably still pretty good in here.
Most of it was very good.
Yeah.
A lot of, I mean, as you can tell, it kind of has that nursing home vibe or feeling when you walk in, because you have the different wings that you kind of go
You
down.
do have the different wings, but
So,
when I walk in the front door, I
Yeah.
don't get a nursing home vibe.
yeah.
I get well, there's we'll do the tour, but there's a huge, beautiful play area.
Yeah.
And these little chairs that
Yes.
we're sitting on are,
Yeah.
the like kid size, and
Mhm.
it just feels bright and lively and happy
Yes.
in here.
Yes, it is completely transformed to what it used to be
Yeah.
as a nursing home. You said it. You walk in and you would never know that. But if you know the history of the
Yeah.
building, you can see where we did try to keep the bones and the structure of the building intact.
Yes.
And really just repurpose the inside and make it
And the
feel different.
wings are very school-esque, I guess you would say. It's
Yeah.
like hallways with the rooms and the different classrooms, and
Yeah.
it's just perfect. And
Yeah.
I'm so amazed at how well this space has been repurposed. So Jasmine, let's continue talking about what ages you serve here.
Yeah. So currently we serve infants, 6 weeks all the way through 12 years of age. So we're getting ready to launch our summer campaign, summer programming.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So all those age groups come in the summer? Do you have?
Yes. So we will still service 6 weeks through 12 years old
Okay.
all summer long. So currently during the day while kids are at school, our infant room we're finally able to say we do have one infant room full at capacity. We have 4 full-time babies. So it took a few months to get that off.
wow.
And then
Okay.
we have a good selection of toddlers, and our preschool numbers are increasing as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's great. Yeah, that's wonderful. Yeah. So what is there help for parents for paying for the for the childcare here?
Yes. So every family through the state of Iowa can apply for childcare assistance. And so we do have some families that do attend, and they do get some of their tuition paid for by attending. Iowa also has a program. If you work at a childcare center, you get free childcare.
Oh, wow.
As long as you're working at that center. So we do have some employees that are taking advantage of that unique opportunity that Iowa has to offer. And then we also have just started, and we launched it a couple weeks ago, but it's called our Building a Wolverine campaign.
Oh,
And
okay.
it is a way for the community to get involved with the center and sponsor students and sponsor tuition. So we have 3 different tiers that you can donate,
Okay.
that you can sponsor students or sponsor children and families
Yeah.
to attend the center.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Yeah.
Yes.
That's a good way for people to be a part of what's going on here. So when you, I'm sure it continues to develop.
Mhm.
New ideas happen and new ideas
Yes.
are coming. What do you see down the road? What is your expansion plan or your growth plan down the
Yeah.
road?
Yeah, we would love for the center to be full, completely full. We can serve up to 132 kids, so we would love for it to get to
Wow.
there. We're not quite there yet. So we would love to see it kind of grow to fulfillment to where this current north wing is actually white boxed. So it is available if we get up to our maximum capacity, we can then build out that to expand even further. We also have the opportunity to kind of partner with somebody in the community if they were wanting to rent out that space, if it was
Okay.
the right fit.
Okay.
So there's other opportunities for growth, for other partnerships to happen between the center and other community agencies. Or if we get to that point where we need to expand and grow into that north wing, we can do that.
Oh, that's great. Yeah. So you're flexible.
Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Well, the facility is beautiful and I would love to take a tour.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's do that.
Sounds great.
Hi, thanks for coming in. My name is Brittney Rimel, and I'll be taking you on a tour of the center. So right over here, we have the indoor gym area. It's full of a bunch of different areas. We have a little library, we have a cozy area, light table. We also have our little house, which a bunch of kids love playing house. And then right over here, we have our lunch area. It is mostly for the before and after school program, but we do use it for preschool in the afternoon as well. And here we are. I'm going to take you down. This is the infant wing. If you notice along the walls, we do have very interactive pictures. So as we're walking down, we'll be like, oh, can you find a horse? Can you find a gorilla? Just something very engaging to have them come through. And here, for our staff members, we have the employee break room. So a nice little getaway for them.
Very nice, very spacious.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's new and smells like new construction. It's fresh, and although in there it smells like lunch.
Well, you get to come right after lunch. So come right on down this way. You'll notice next to each classroom, there is a parent board. We are very intentional with our teaching. We do follow the early learning standards. And we are currently trying to get into IQ 4K, which is very, very important to show that we are not just babysitters. We are very intentional with how we teach our kids. Then this first room right here, this is going to be our 1-year-old room. You'll notice each door has a different color and as well as a little mural. And this also goes onto the mural that you will see that is in the main area. So here is our 1-year-old room. We currently do not have any 1-year-olds in here right now as we only have one. But this is probably the most spacious room that we have.
Can you stomp us a song?
I wish.
So fun.
And then you'll notice over here, we also, in every single classroom, we have child bathrooms. So they will have the half door so that you can still see inside for supervision and safety purposes. Now, with this being a 1-year-old room, this is more of an interest and they're not in there. So we also have the changing table in here. But everything is very child led. We even have the little itty bitty toilets in here.
Very nice.
And then over here, because all of our classrooms will have plenty of windows. Right now it's kind of hard to see because these are kind of closed, but it does let in a lot of light into the classrooms. We'll go ahead and give you a little sneak peek outside here. This is our playground. And then you'll notice that the padding is very, very cushy. You could practically take a nap on it. Most of our items are in that storage shed in the black doors over here. And we will be getting a canopy up here on these white poles so that the kids will get plenty of shade. Now, we have property out there on the grass line. The white poles are also, that's where our property ends, but we are really hoping to get some garden beds out there. We have a lot of gardeners out here and they love the garden. And then we're also hoping to get an infant shade right on the other side of that fence over there too. So that is a work in progress. Okay, come on back in. So the only classrooms that can make it to the outside is the 1-year-old room and the 4-year-old room right over here. Everybody else will have to come through the gates or come through the building on the other side. Okay. We'll continue down to the infant room. But here we are. This is going to be part of one of 2 infant rooms. This would be infant 1, and the one across the way would be infant 2. They both have a dividing bathroom area, changing tables, and washing area. Each infant room has their own fridge so that they can store the bottles, and each child will have their own crib for them to sleep safely in. And right now it is a work in progress, but we're hoping to get some cubbies on the outside so that each parent can have their own car seat cubby. So that is our
What a
hopes.
great idea.
Yes.
What a great idea.
Helps with storage.
Yeah.
Right. Again.
Especially if
Different
one
door.
parent's dropping off and another's picking up. Yeah.
Help with that storage. Yep.
Mhm.
Any questions on the infant room?
I don't think so. I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Okay, perfect. All right. And to help with this big space, we have our beautiful laundry room.
Oh,
Nice and big.
very
and
nice.
To help with all the different laundry. We don't have to fight over who gets to wash what. All right. And then, so that the littles do not have to worry about playing with the older kids, we do have a separate space for them. It's going to be right in here. This is called our littles play area. And again, I do not take credit for any of the decorations that the teachers have done. The teachers are the ones that made it home.
Well, it's very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is very
this
nice.
is our
and
safe
well
space.
decorated. You know, as a mom of adults, you forget how little these toys are.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And this is just a safer area for them to,
Yeah.
play without worried about getting trampled.
Sure. Very nice. Okay.
Perfect. So the next wing that I'll take you down will be the preschool, school age, and toddler wing.
Okay.
Yeah, one of my teachers ended up decorating this hallway. Decided to make it Hungry Hungry Caterpillar themed. So down this hallway, you'll see a bunch of different fruits and veggies, all of the things that you would see in the Hungry Caterpillar book to make this hallway interactive. All right. Ooh, you're going to be on camera. And here's the other door leading out to the outside area. This is where mostly the preschool would come through to exit onto the playground. And here I'm going to take you into the school age room. This room can hold up to 10 kids. This is mostly for before and after school. And when summer comes, I know we're going to have more than 10 kids. We would mostly use that outer area, the large gym area, to be more of a classroom. But this is the one that we're using right now because we have about 8 children that currently attend.
Now, for now, it's before and after school?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So summer starts May 26th.
Okay. What are the hours for your before and after school?
We are open 6 to 6 Monday through Friday.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Very nice.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, I do not take credit. The teachers put all of their heart and soul into these classrooms. All right. Next area, I'm going to take you into preschool 1. So we'll come right in here. Like I said, the teachers are very intentional on their teaching. Right here is an example of one of the teachers' circle time. So they will come here every morning. They will learn their shapes and their numbers, their colors, and there will be more interactive pieces that they will bring into their circle time as well as literature, learning the calendar, everything.
Mhm.
In this classroom, just like the infant room, is connected by a bathroom. The children have their own private area. Also helps them grow so they can have that individuality. But we do request toddlers are to be potty trained before they come in here because as you can see, there are no changing tables.
Mhm.
That makes it a little easier when they aren't potty trained.
Right.
Same thing as you'll see, kid-size toilets, kid-size sinks. 2 seconds.
In my stuff that I printed off, I read it. Sorry, I know who it is. so
Okay.
just
Thank
by
you.
the phone number.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Here is preschool 2. Let me turn on the light for you.
There we
There we
go.
are.
Very nice. So all of your teachers are degreed with teaching certification?
So they all have teaching experience.
Okay.
Now, 3 of my teachers, including both of my preschool teachers, are working towards their CDA, which is a very good teaching credential.
Okay.
And I have someone coming in to help them pursue that.
Okay.
And that's why I'm really big on getting through the IQ4K because that will further enhance and support our teachers with their education. The more we support our teachers, the more they will help support the kids.
Right.
I really firmly believe that. And the more they learn, the more they can teach our kids.
Yes. I was always amazed I taught music. As a teacher, how much you actually learn while you're teaching.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You'll notice every classroom also has a cozy corner.
Okay.
So the early childhood program is huge on social emotional, where children are learning how they feel and why they act the way they do.
Mhm.
And this is where we come in to help them release their feelings, give them a safe space to decompress, and we will be there every step of the way to help them understand why they feel the way they do. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Kind of a full holistic approach.
Mm-hmm. We got the bicycle on this door.
Oh, nice. Okay.
And I would take you in here. Maybe we'll have to do it later. This is our toddler room.
Okay.
It is adorable. It has dinosaurs all over in it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. I can ask her how soon they might go outside. How we doing, guys? Quick question. How soon do you guys typically go outside?
Our time is about 3:30 to 4.
3:30 to 4? Okay. Hey, sweetie. I have someone who really would like to see your classroom, but she has a video camera. Yeah. Like, darn it. That's okay. I'll show her some other stuff, and maybe we'll be able to swing by and get a glimpse, because I love how you guys did your classroom. You guys are giving me so much love. I love it. Thank you. You gonna go eat your snack? What's what? Oh, this. Over here, we have Kennedy Haley. She was very, very passionate about childcare, and her family did a lot of funding and advertising to help bring this place to life. So we ended up creating Kennedy's Closet for her in her honor. So what this does is that whoever brings donations and really anything, we will put it in here. All the art supplies, donations, and the teachers will go into the closet, bring it out for their classrooms.
Built in 1917 and once one of the oldest Ford dealerships in the country, the Ford building in Malvern has been fully remodeled into a modern, multi-use space. It has apartments, business suites, and office space for rent. It blends big city style with the charm of small town living. A historic landmark ready for today's dreamers and doers. So thank you so much for the tour, Brittney. I wanted to sit down with you and visit because earlier when we were out in the open area in front of the mural, you got called off to duty to go to a classroom. I hadn't gotten the chance to talk to you yet, so let's talk about your role here first of all. Tell me, how did you get involved and what are you doing here?
Yeah, so I've lived in Malvern for 5 years.
Okay.
And before this role, I worked at Kids Can Community Center. They're out in Omaha on Q Street.
Okay.
And I interned there because I was going to get a bachelor's degree for my human services. And after that, I interned and I grew to love their culture and what they stood for, which is basically to help these kids give them the best that they had and also to support the teachers, which I thought was huge.
Right.
And so I went to Kids Can and I was a floater, so I helped in all the classrooms. I became an assistant director, and then after that, I became an operations coordinator. So I worked in the licensing portion.
Oh, okay.
So I was there for about going on 6 years,
Okay.
and that's where I learned the majority of my
Well,
experience.
you did a lot of moving around and a lot of advancing in that role. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I really believed in what they did. And then not really realizing, because I'm out of town, don't really realize what's going on in town.
Okay.
And then they had this going on. And then I was told that there's a childcare center opening up here in Malvern. I was like, well, I should give it a shot.
Yeah.
Why not? I was like, you never know what will happen. I'm like, I would love to bring what I know here to Malvern. Because I think every child deserves to have the best and just to have fun learning.
Yeah.
Right. And so I came here and I have a very supportive board. I have a very supportive family, and this community is just absolutely amazing.
Isn't it wonderful? I
Yes.
love Malvern too.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, Brittney. What a path to bring you back here. So you've just been here for 5 years in Malvern, though. And where did you live before you lived here?
Before this, I did live, well, rewind. I'm a military brat.
Okay. Okay.
So before this, I lived in Bellevue, and we were just trying to find a nice, quiet area to live. But I graduated in Glenwood in 2009.
Okay.
So after that, I've lived in Wisconsin and a couple of other places, and then this place just drew me back.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's very understandable. It draws me back too. I think I've been drawn back here 3 times in my life. I'm not originally from here either, but it drew me. Malvern drew me. The Southwest Iowa area, I should say. So, well, that's amazing. So glad you're here. So glad you're in town. You guys are doing just an amazing job here. The construction from the idea to the construction to the repurposing of this amazing building. I can't say enough about how comfortable and what high level facility this is. for childcare, for child development,
Mhm.
not just childcare, but you're teaching, as you said, very intentionally,
Mhm.
making sure that these kids are growing and learning. And yeah, that's
Meeting those
amazing.
milestones and being
Mhm.
kindergarten ready.
Yeah.
That's always very, very important.
Yeah, that's great. So we just barely touched on what's coming up for the summer. Do you want to expand on what's going on and what your hopes for the summer look like?
Yeah, with this being our very first summer, have lots of ideas. For the early childhood program, we're hoping to have lots of water days outside.
Mhm.
And for the school age program, I've been talking to the city, and we're gonna try and do a couple days at the Malvern pool here in town.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Then I've also been connecting with the library. They're going to be doing some STEM activities, so I might get the school agers out there to the library so that they can get out of the building. That's always fun to go experience our town. I've also reached out to different resources such as the fire department, the sheriff's office, the Pony Creek area with the animals.
Oh, sure.
They're all going to be coming out here
Oh, that's
and
amazing.
presenting to our kids.
Okay.
Mhm.
There'll be something going on all the time. And
At least once a week.
yeah, that's
Mhm.
great. That's great. So no chance for the kids to get bored.
Don't plan on it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's nice if you can keep them busy, keep their minds busy and their hands,
Mhm.
and especially those kinds of adventures.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it also helps. The teachers have an amazing curriculum that they, even if we don't have presenters coming in, the teachers are wonderful
Mhm.
at keeping them engaged and having different activities every day.
Yeah,
So it's not the
that's
same routine every day,
Yeah.
something different.
And what a great town to be able to go on a field trip right here in Malvern with the merchants that are in the buildings down on Main Street, and everyone would be so welcoming, and with our new grocery store and the bank, and there's the guitar repair shop that would,
Mhm.
all, even if they just peek in the window, and it just a lot going on in town for them to learn
Mhm.
about how a town works.
You know, with this being our first summer,
Mhm.
I know there's a lot that I'm implementing, but I figured after this first summer, there's going to be a lot more
Uh-huh.
that we will be
Oh.
able to grow upon
Sure,
as we continue on.
sure, and you'll discover new things as
Mhm.
well, and yeah, very good. Yeah, that's exciting. That's exciting. Makes me wish I still had little kids. I would be liking the idea of bringing them here, especially right close to home.
Mhm.
So this is the Lakin
The Lakin
Foundation
Foundation.
Child Development Center for East Mills.
Yes.
Okay. So basically, you're working in conjunction pretty closely with the East Mills School District.
Yes.
Okay.
We're not necessarily part of them. We are separated.
Okay.
But I do communicate with them since we
Yeah.
do have preschool that goes with the school district, and we host a before and after school so that they're preschool.
But you do take children out of the district as well,
Mhm.
right? Okay. So, yeah. I tell you, it would be worth the trip to bring your children here. And you're open 6 to 6, Monday through Friday, you said earlier. What do your summer hours look like?
6 to 6, Monday through
Okay.
Friday. Yep.
Okay.
The only days that will be closed are those major holidays. But this year, it looks like every single one is on a Saturday, so we don't have to worry about that.
Okay. Okay. Now, we talked earlier about Build a Wolverine and the opportunity for people in the communities or anywhere to sponsor child's tuition. Okay. And then we kind of touched a little bit on the opportunity to maybe apply for some childcare benefits that people could
So,
utilize.
Our center does accept childcare assistance.
Okay.
So that is a huge benefit where parents are eligible and they apply for this childcare assistance. It will pay for the majority, if all of it,
Yeah,
so
that's
that they
great.
can send their kid to care and know that their children are safe and they can still work.
Yeah, that's very, very helpful and a big incentive for bringing them here. So, additionally, what sort of transportation would the kids have? Like if you loaded up and went to the swimming pool, Would that be a school bus?
So right now, with the pool not being too far from here,
Mhm.
and with us only using the school age kids going, we would
Okay.
walk.
Okay, okay. Fun. Yeah. That's good exercise.
Mhm.
Get out, get the fresh air, excitement of going over there.
Mhm.
And you're off of the main drag here by a block, so you could just stay right off the main drag and then
Yep.
go up by Casey's and
Yeah,
cross one
it's
time.
really not far at all. And I do have policies for my teachers to make sure that the kids are safe.
Mhm.
And the kids also have procedures to make sure they are safe.
Yes.
We will be very strict with that.
Yes, nice. So will you get to have the pool
Certain days of the
just
week.
for you?
So
or-
I let the city know which days that we will be there. Right now it is Tuesday and Thursdays.
Okay.
Unless it changes, it could very well
Okay.
change. But they let us know, yes, we can have it Tuesdays and Thursdays. But it's still open to the public.
Okay,
It's just so
okay.
they can have more staff
Oh,
on
oh,
duty
good.
so that they
Okay.
can help
Okay,
us.
great.
We will still have child to staff ratio ourselves, but they are providing extra staff to make sure that our kids are safe.
That's great. That's great. The lifeguards and
Yep.
yeah. That's great. Yeah, you guys think of everything.
Oh, trying to.
That's comforting for the parent that's going to bring their kids here, because the one thing we worry about as a parent is the safety of our children when they're out of our care, out of our hands. So anyway, well, Brittney, thank you. It sounds like the doorbell's ringing again. Okay.
Sorry.
No, that's
I'm
fine.
in charge of the door.
Yes. Do you need to go get the door?
Nope.
Okay.
I opened it.
Oh, good. Okay. Because you have a camera, so you can see who is at the door.
I can.
then
We
you
are
can-
big on security here. We
Yes.
don't want anybody getting into our building without
Yes.
us knowing who they are.
Perfect.
That's why I came up to the door since I couldn't see you at the moment. I was like,
Oh.
oh, how can I help you?
Oh, right. Right.
When you initially first came.
Yeah. Very good. Well, thank you so much for the tour. Hi. Come on in.
This is Carlene.
Hi.
Briefly, I
Oh.
Molly with the
Oh, Emily, come around on this side and say hello.
I don't be in the camera.
You don't want to be on camera? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
She had to fix my hair a couple times. I'm like, do I look okay? I've been in the kitchen all day today.
Well, it's nice to meet you, and I'm so glad you came in. So glad you came in. Yeah, and I got to meet Jasmine this morning. So
Oh, have you been here all day long?
no,
She came back because I had to do lunch and other duties at the center, and I couldn't give her the tour in the classroom. So there's just
we've
yeah.
got a today. Yeah, love it. All right, Brittney, thank you so much. Appreciate it so much. I'm so glad to get an inside peek at what you're doing here and get to talk to you guys about how this developed and where you see it going in the future, and really just let the people know that this is here, because it's absolutely amazing. And I'm so excited about everything that's happening in Mills County with what's going on out at Switch, and this, and all of the focus on education and child development and adolescent development, and the high schoolers, and everything that's going on is really, really, really being supportive of the growth of the community. And I'm really grateful to be able to be here with you and tell the story. And thank you for
Thank you for coming out. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah, my pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for joining us again on Mills County Roots, and we'll see you next time.